What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, man. You guys already know what time it is with OG. OG doesn't talk about it, he stays about it. First and foremost, remember, hit that like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, and share this channel. And if you want to get started in that fitness journey, you need to email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Or you could reach me through my Instagram, high_power_fitness_. Leave me a message. I will accept your message request and we'll take it from there, people. You know, like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you today, there ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can't talk about it, you just got to be about it. And today I'm going to touch on, I'm actually going to piggyback from Gunner's Collective about Mr. Dubs, okay? But before I go into that, what I want to speak about, give my peace of mind, my 2 cents, I wanted to talk to people about muscle loss, especially in your arms. You know, a lot of people tend to get older and they get the flabby arms and all that. Yeah, it's neglecting your body. You know, there's no other way of really looking at it. You know what I mean? It's just poor health ethics, I should say. So let's talk a little bit about muscle loss, okay? Keep in mind, people, as we age, the muscles in our arms, they start to atrophy along with our fascia. Okay, if you guys ain't familiar with what fascia is like a wetsuit. Fascia holds the shape of the arms and is vital for the whole body. Okay, it's almost like a shrink wrap around all your muscles, and that's what gives your body that form. And you know, like I said, it holds all your muscles together and organs as well. You know, so fascia, okay, holds the shape of the arm and it's vital for the whole body as well. Fascia maintains the body's shape. It keeps your muscles in place and shares some of the force on your body when you're exercising. Okay, so without your fascia, you'd probably more than likely be doing more damage than good to your body. So fascia is very important. Okay, when you stimulate the fascia, you cause collagen synthesis, which is essential as you age. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a few tips, or maybe just a couple tips, on how to retain that muscle and bring that fascia back to life. You know, and you don't even have to have no weights. It's basically doing isometrics. And if you ain't familiar with isometrics is, it's like time under tension. What I like to call, from my vocabulary, I call it working your negatives. So it's working against gravity. You know, you don't let the weight pull itself down. You put resistance behind it. And that actually, you get really quick results from doing that. But in this case right here with isometrics and not having no weights and all that, you could use resistant bands, TRX bands, isometric bands, you know, and that would be really great for anybody at any level of exercising to utilize that in their daily activity, because it'll help get rid of those flabby arms, you know. And keep in mind, you got your primary muscles and your secondary muscles. Most of us, we only know how to use our primary muscles. And what I'm going to give you an example of primary muscle is your bicep and your tricep. So when you do the movement of your bicep, it's considered a concentric movement. What that does is it's contraction of your muscle. And it's like when you're working your tricep, it's an eccentric movement. It's moving outward, opening up. But when you're doing isometrics, you don't want to fully open and close. You want to get in between. You want to hit the secondary muscles, and that right there, by you activating them muscles, you will get some good results, people. Trust and believe. I've did all types of different workouts, and you know, at the end of the day, you pick the one that works best for you. As far as myself, I like to I change it up every now and then. I don't stay consistent with isometrics. I do body weight workouts. I do a number of workouts, man. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate. And the reason why I do that is because I like to throw my body a curveball. I put it to the test. Okay, so that's a quick tip on what I wanted to share with you guys that are new to my channel. This is a fitness channel, so if you want to get started and if you need further help in your fitness journey, you already know, man. Shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. You know, I have a blueprint to success. I build programs for people all the time. I have team members all around the world as well. And I must give a special shout out to all of my subscribers, my followers, especially my people that are members of my YouTube channel. I only got a couple, but hey, man, I'm very grateful for you guys. Really, you know, if you ever see me that I'm not acknowledging, don't ever think I'm ignoring you, because I don't. I appreciate you guys very much, man. Especially what you've done for me as well. You know, but before I move on to elaborating on what Gunner was speaking on earlier about Mr. Dubs, I want to bring up this individual's name that was in my comments, Mr. Robert Reyes. First and foremost, my boy, I don't need to prove shit to anybody. And, you know, I wanted to tip my hat to you because you claimed a certain title, but more than likely you're a fake and a fraud. And the reason I say that is because I come from a big family of people that hold that title. So anyways, this individual wants to challenge me, not even challenge me, contest my running ability. For those of you that's been following me from Instagram, because I'm new to YouTube, I've been doing Sunday Run Day for over a couple years, going on 3 years. I've been running longer than that. When I first started off in my fitness journey on getting right with myself, on becoming that best version of myself, becoming that 10.5, I would run 14 miles every weekend. I'd do 7 miles every Saturday and 7 miles every Sunday. But I had to pump the brakes on that because I was burning more, how should I say? I was burning too much weight. And it wasn't the look that I was looking for, so I actually had to back off. I mean, I could have kept the running up, but then that means I would have to adjust my nutrition. As it is, I eat like 6 times a day. My first meal is at 1:30 in the morning, then 3:30, then 7:30, then 11:30, then 3:30, then 7:30 again. And I drink coffee all day. So I'm like a well-oiled machine, people. I don't miss. So for you, Mr. Robert Reyes, I already told you. You have my email. Shoot me your phone number. Let's jump on a phone call, my boy. Obviously, you don't even want to chop it up because you didn't answer me. You didn't reply, but you replied back to my first one when I was explaining to you about, you're saying that, oh, there would be steam coming off your head. I didn't know you were a weatherman, my boy. What the fuck? Do you know where I even reside at? Did you know the temperature? Do you know the pace I was running? I go on cruise control. Everybody knows that. I'm not in no hurry. I'm not in no motherfucking race. I'm on cruise control, baby, when I go and do my 7-mile run. I don't have to be in a hurry to be anywhere or to prove anything to anybody. And as far as me sweating, it takes a whole lot to make me sweat. Really, it really does. If you sweat profusely, you got something wrong with you. You have a lot of bad parasites in your body. Do your homework, man. Don't do this if you don't know what you're talking about. So, anyways, just to elaborate just a tiny bit on that, Mr. Robert Reyes, when I do my run, I'm on cruise control. My final lap, I gas it. That's just something I do. I don't stay at that speed for my whole 7 miles. I'm not trying to be a competitive runner. I run because I enjoy it, the tranquility of it. I enjoy the nature, the sounds around me in my neighborhood. Sounds that you normally don't pay attention to. When I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone. So it is what it is, my boy. You could go somewhere else and do this because it's not going to work here. I have some really, I don't even like to use that word, but supporters and subscribers that really got my back. And they know I appreciate every last one of them. My day oneers to my current ones, man. I get back to every last one of them that leaves a comment. You know what I mean? That's part of my program. But anyways, Mr. Robert Reyes, I thought I would have to bust your bubble. Mr. I used to run this, and that, get whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I used to run all the time. You guys didn't run like me. No, not at all. But anyways, let's touch on Mr. Tubbs. Mr. Tubbs, my boy, he's just doing this damn thing, isn't he? He's a hot commodity, man. I'm telling you right now. Social media, they can't get enough of him, whether it be good or bad. Like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, that gentleman right there, that individual has receipts. He ain't trying to claim the fame. He is definitely not trying to claim the fame. And those of you that are trying to put jackets on him or pull bogus ass paperwork, do you really believe a person that was really involved in that life is going to believe that fucking makeshift paperwork? I could bring up some names that they try to smut up people on this social media, but I won't, especially with that AI using voices trying to put some fucked up jackets on them. I would never ever in my life go by some bullshit that people be putting up here on social media. I mean, really, why do you pay so much interest in this individual's life? His past life. The past is the past. The present is today. It's a gift. Let it be. If you're really that concerned, try to reach out to that individual on a one-on-one basis. Don't come out here on social media. You know how lame that shit looks. I mean, it really is. There's ways of going about things, and through social media is not. You obviously label yourself as a hater. Real shit. All bullshit aside, I'm gonna keep it real 100% with you. Gunner, I'm very well aware of Gunner's situation. And I'm going to give you an example right now, too, with Mr. Gunner's Collective. My younger homeboy reached out to me and asked me what I thought about a certain individual. And I've said it in my past videos. And I told my homeboy, I go, look, homie, I'm going to tell you right now, old boy, he is not in good standings. And I'm not going to give anybody game on how I was able to detect that. Because if you know, you know. If you live that life, you understand and you're able to recognize certain things. Okay, but what I did let my younger homie know is political beliefs and values up north are different from ours down here. I'm telling you from experience, just from what I've lived and what I've seen the norteños, their politics, and understood from my side, because I wasn't over there kicking it with them, you know what I mean? We showed respect to one another, but we weren't busting spreads, not in our days. I was actually put on high alert, and I've spoke about that in the past as well. But anyways, you could get deemed no good for some shit with them, with the homies from up north, They push a tight program. And like I've said with the homies from down south, we have a smooth ride, baby. Everywhere we go, we're deep. We're deep as fuck. You know, when you do time down south, obviously the flow changes because now you got homies that, you know, low key set trip. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing jumping out, but you know they show favoritism and shit. I tell you that right now. And during my time doing time, I'd rather do time up north than down south. The only pinta I enjoyed really doing time down south was Chino prison. And the reason is because there was a lot of people that were residing there that had very strong voices, I should say. When I did time in Calapatria, that place was rock and rolling, baby. When I was there, you know. But anyways, yeah. So, but like I said, most of my time I've done up north. You know, Wasco, Lancaster, Delano, Soledad. I was there when they were building. Was at Salinas Valley. We thought they were going to name it New Soledad. You know, so that just give you a glimpse of how far back I've been doing some time. But anyways, people, you know what, man? Real shit. I know you guys ain't gonna take advice from this OG because you know you probably say, yeah, OG's out of fucking touch with everything that's going on. But you know, this way of getting your point across on social media, man, it's for the birds. You know what I mean? If you're really interested in someone's life, you know what I mean? Do some homework. You know what I mean? Hop on a phone call, like the way I reached out to Mr. Robert Reyes, and I guess he didn't want to send me his phone number because I would have called him. I called him with my direct number, and that's one thing I do got to give a shout out to this little youngster that had left a comment on my channel one time. I told him to drop his number, and that youngster dropped his number. We got on there, we chopped it up, and I spoke about that in the past too. Much love and respect to you, my boy. You already know who I'm talking about. And this little youngster came from way up north. But he did it like a professional. That's the way you're supposed to conduct business. You know, quit that bullshit, the middleman shit, looking for validation from others. Go to the source itself, man. But anyways, people, yeah, I know I went rambling on. That's what OG does, and I know a lot of my subscribers, they love that shit about me. So I'm going to keep doing that. So the rest of you folks that are contesting what I do, that's what I think, you know. But it is what it is, you know. If you guys ever want to go on a run with me, hey, shoot me your directa and we'll get it in, baby. We'll go on that 7-mile run. We'll see what you made of, you know. I mean, you could run like the motherfucking like the rabbit. I'll be the turtle on cruise control, baby. So when you gas out, I'm gonna keep on going because I got more energy than you have gas, guaranteed. You want to bust down and do burpees? We can do burpees all day. Burpees ain't no thing but a chicken wing, baby. Come on now. But anyways, people, with that being said, man, if you want to get started on your fitness journey and becoming that best version of yourself, that 10.5, you already know what time it is, man. Shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Don't talk about it, be about it, people. And do not get caught up on that bullshit that people be putting over here on social media. Do research, you know what I mean? Don't judge your books by its cover. You know, you usually could tell the price of them, but, you know. And one other thing, never believe what you hear and only believe half of what you see. And for those of you that don't understand that, take a look in Hollywood, the shit that they be putting up on them big screens. Do you really think people could fly? Special effects, baby. That's what that means. Now, with that being said, get up and get yours. Let's do this.